Today's edition and episode of Mid Morning Vibes is with, interesting enough, a gentleman by the name of Mario Vybez, which is like, it's made in heaven, this mix, man. I tell you, looking forward to the conversation. And Mario has now literally released his second single. We want to have more conversation about that. But before we even say that, I want to say good day to Mario Vybez. How you doing, man?
I'm good, John. How are you?
Me, I am absolutely fantastic. Now that we've got all the teasing things out the way for our listeners, we had a few things, delays, and we're literally having one of those olden day movies. I don't know if you know those direct translation movies where the Japanese or Chinese kung fu movies, right? Where they'd have the actions and everything, and then you hear the wah later on in the conversation, and the mouth is already open,
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Mario Vybez, thank you for joining us, man. For our listeners who don't know too much about you or maybe not have heard about you as much, can you give us a brief introduction and we'll take it from there, my man?
Okay, this is Mario Vybez. Mario Vybez is from South Africa, Free State in Botshabelo. I grew up here in Botshabelo. I grew up, started singing. Was a singer from 10 years. Went on through my journey of music. Started from school, and then I grew to myself from singing opera from school. And then after that, I joined the local bands, and the local bands that gave me the confidence in order to know that singing is my talent. This is where I'm supposed to be. So just released my 2 singles. The first one is called Yaptanda. I released 2 months ago, and then the other one is Dawakwana. I released it last month. Yeah.
Wow. We've been wanting to have these conversations, and I know that with Tiki Box Media sending the music through and stuff like that, we on our side are unfortunately had a lot of different things go on technically with laptops crashing and all kinds of weird things going on in the area. We are currently in the Eastern Cape. We're in Kavega, and for us it's home now. I'm originally from Cape Town, so it's a bit of a change up. Whenever you come to a new city, you always got to try and get your way through it and everything else like that. So Bloom are fantastic, and I've always wanted to go there. I've always wanted to come to Bloom. I think we must make a plan. I must make a plan. No, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I was in Cape Town in November. I was with my friends from Europe, Croatia.
Yeah.
And we just went there for vacation because I met them through the music. There is an ad that where we met, and then they are the one who does the marketing and everything. They are the one who found the Tiki Box Media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's fantastic, man. You see, this is how the music industry and any industry really, it's like, but especially the music industry. Before we even get into the song, it's like if you have the right connections, the right people in your corner, like supporting you, doing like the things you need to have done and everything. And they see the vision and the dream that you have as an artist, Mario Vybez, then it makes your life a lot easier, because as an artist, all you really want to do, and as I'm an artist myself to a point where I do my own writing and everything, I know for a fact that all you want to do is sing. You want to perform, You want to have people to hear your music.
Mm-hmm. It's true what you're saying, that you have to meet the right people, because I know only how to sing. I know where to go to record my music, but I didn't know about the plugins. Funny part. And then I met those guys, and then those guys made sure they search for right platforms in order to plug me.
Fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic,
Okay. All right.
So let's get into the second single of yours, Mario. Let's get into the second single. right? So Ukdakwa Kwam is fantastic. I've listened to it in quite some time now. It's been playlisted. And the translation is it's from Zulu, right?
Yeah, it's Zulu.
Okay, so in English, it says my drunkenness. Now I need to know from you, right? Tell us more about the story behind the song. Where does the song actually originate from, and what is the kind of message you want to be able to portray for our listeners to take a listen to?
Truly speaking, Uktawa One, I based on my previous life as a young teenage boy, where I used to
Okay.
drink with my friends and then what, didn't see what. And then I wrote it again, basing on the social things that are happening around our townships, I've been looking at how people have been using this, alcohol, like, and then I said, okay, let me, but before then, I found the melody first in my head while I was sleeping, because of this is what I actually do. Like, I don't know if you know about when you are obsessed with something, and then you used to like think about that thing all the time, and then
Yes.
sometimes you find a good a good time, especially at night, and then you found the melodies, and then you will come, and then somewhere somehow, and then you will say, okay, I've got the melody now.
Yeah.
I have to write about something, so I decided to write about something that happened into my life, and then according to the social things that are happening around, and I said, okay, drinking is not, it's not bad, but sometimes you have to be responsible. You have to know your place. You have to have all the name, and it's a motivation to people who are responsible, who are responsible, not people who just whenever let me make an example, whenever they got paid, and then after getting your payment, and then you went drinking with your friends without realizing they have some responsibilities behind. Some people, they have spouses, and then this song, it teaches those people who are not responsible, who are not accountable for their families, and people who they live with around, because of immediately when you start taking the money and then going to drink, and then without firstly do the things that you're supposed to do in a house, and then for your wife or for your children, or for whoever that you are living. But getting drunk is not wrong, but getting too much drunk is, but sometimes people can judge you according to the way you are drinking, your own money, spending your own money, like, but forget it. There are those good people who are doing good before they can become like getting drunk, and all that. It's a motivation to those people who think maybe drinking is wrong, but drinking is not wrong. But being responsible is good.
I want to just delve into that a little bit. Obviously, I've been there. We've all been there. I think that everybody in society, unless you've been raised in a household where there was no alcohol involved or whatever the case was, for me, I always used to tell people, like, I'm a firm believer. I believe in my religion and all the rest. And people always just say, yeah, but you know what? They say you shouldn't drink. It's not right and everything. I was like, look, nowhere in the Bible does it tell you shouldn't drink. All right.
Yeah.
Jesus himself turned water into wine. So the secret is not to become intoxicated, and where your mind gets taken over by the alcohol, and then you start doing things you're not supposed to be doing. So drinking is not a bad thing at all. It just depends on how you, like you say, you got to know your limits. You got to have that responsibility in the back of your mind to say, you know what, I've got to stop. or not tonight. You know what? Please let me not. No, I'm good. I've got something that's got to happen tomorrow morning. I've got a meeting, an interview at work for a new job, whatever the case is. You know, my baby mama needs nappies for the little one. Those kind of things. I think it's such an evil thing at the moment. And I say evil in a very light context, guys. Don't get me wrong. I just think, please don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's like a stumbling block for a lot of people who haven't got that mental strength to actually put their foot down, you know, and put the glass down at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you said.
That's fantastic, man. I love the fact that you've come up with something up like that, because I think that in society it's needed to be told. You know, that story needs to be heard. But the one thing that really stands out for me on this one, and I read a little bit about the briefing, obviously, is that there are 3 different languages in the song. Now, tell me more about that. Like, you know, Zulu, Sesotho, and English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just the message is one. It's one message is one, but
Yeah.
Different languages. It's just to put some variety in, into a song. Sing only. I found it so passionate. Whenever I was singing that song, I shouldn't sing about Zulu when I come to second part, and then I should mix at least this Sesotho and in English, because of Sesotho. This is where this is my what? This is my language. This is my language. This is where I was raised. So Zulu, deciding to write this song about Zulu. Zulu is still close to Tosa, because I know Tosa a lot, and then it was a little bit easier for me to write about Zulu, So, and then I've added a little variety of English here and there in order for people to understand some way somehow.
Yeah,
and sing
the message.
But singing about those 3 languages, it was I wanted to accommodate everybody, but I cannot accommodate everybody in this life.
Imagine. Can you imagine? There are how many official languages? I think 11 or 12.
There are 11, but I think there are 12 with sign language.
Now, obviously, trying to fit in 11 languages in one song might have been a bit of a challenge.
Well, man, it will be because of definitely I write my own songs. I'm a songwriter, so I won't know where to start. Maybe singing about Shona, song. I don't even know how to greet in song, But this is my wish one day to know all the 11.
Fantastic, man. Mario Vybez, I want to just ask one question I love asking all my artists that I get on the show, and that is, if you had to go back before you actually started doing music like you are now, right? Learning the whole the ropes and learning the tricks of the trade and stuff like that. What kind of advice would you be giving a younger version of yourself, moving forward in the industry and trying to come into the industry now?
The thing is that you have to love what you're doing. You have to love firstly, you have to know if this is what you actually want to do. And then secondly, you have to have love. And then third, you have to have passion. And then you have to know what to write about. You have to how to accommodate lots of people. You know what is happening around your townships, and then this is the things that you can take and then probably maybe send a message out there, and then try to sing about the things that are happening, that happened in your life, and then that's gonna happen, like what you want to achieve, But right now, my goal is to become more popular, uh, a motivator, but motivator through music. I just want
Yeah.
lots of people to believe in, because of music. It gives people courage and courage in life. And then some of people, they are using drugs, and then what I want to achieve is that I just want to make a song about those things, because of we see what drugs are doing to people, and what gangsters are doing, what um uh the homicides. I want to teach people to live in peace with harmony,
Mm,
and you have to respect one another. You have to
yeah.
respect yourself. You have to be a better version of yourself. You have to be a motivation to younger people.
Mm, mm. I love it. No, I just love that so much, man. It's so wholesome. And with that kind of attitude, you can only only go up in this industry. Um, but if I can impart some kind of some kind of advice as well, like being in this industry for so long now, right? I mean, this is I think my 10th year of doing radio.
All right.
You you're gonna meet a lot of people along the way, right? And like in life, a lot of people come into your life for a reason or a season. Okay, so just align yourself with the right people and keep true to what you believe in, what your heart says as well. Don't let that ever be changed, because this industry can do that to a person. And if you just stick to what you know, what you do, no one can tell you otherwise, my man.
And that's a nice thing.
Yeah. Ah, it's an absolute pleasure, man. I really enjoyed this conversation. I've got one last thing for you, and that's, I want to know, where can our listeners get this music? Where can they stream your music on repeat? Where can they download it from? And where can they check you out on socials?
Yeah, I have people can download my music. We have my music. You can find them on Spotify, on YouTube, on every digital platform. Actually, YouTube music, Apple Music, and everywhere. So my socials, you can
Yeah.
find Mario Vibes, and then I've seen people are mistaken my the word vibes, because of lots of people are writing VIBEZ,
Yeah.
and it's written YBEZ. So you can find Mario Vibes on Facebook. We have a page there where we update everybody about what's happening with Mario Vibes, and then I have
Awesome.
um with uh Instagram where everybody
Okay.
can follow me. Yes, this is great.
Fantastic. Awesome. Mario Vibes, you have been an absolute, just exactly what your name says, a vibe. And we want to thank you for being on the show with us, man. It really was a great conversation. I wish you nothing but the best for the song. And look forward to chatting to you again when your next single releases, man.
I'm not sure, because of right now I'm still busy doing two songs. I want to release the new single very soon. I'm still working with DJ Zadha, who's the nice guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a third song that I just want to. That we still negotiating with a big artist, but I cannot mention it right now because of it's not finalized. Yes. So. So, but I hope to chat with you again when I
The world.
finish those two singles.
Fantastic.
Pretty soon, probably next month when I'm done with them, because you have to be sure
Yeah.
what you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, we wish you all the best, man. And I can't wait to have another conversation with you. You've been an absolute star. We're going to actually play that song now, Udakwa Kwama, right now after this conversation. And, man, I just love it, man. Just enjoy the rest of it and just be who you are at the moment. Shot, my man.
Yes, John. Thank you so much for talking to you. And thank you so much for
Absolute pleasure, my
supporting.
brother.
Thank you so much to Tiki Box Media. for doing such a great job to make me meet fine people like you. So thank you so much for this. Yes, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. Right, we're going to hit a break, guys. We'll be back after this.